Guys, simply put, you just can't grow a business without leverage. If you do not understand how to use leverage, you're gonna get left behind and you're never gonna hit your goals and dreams. So in today's video, what I wanna talk about is how millionaires and billionaires think and how they grow businesses quickly and how they grow multiple businesses simultaneously, right? So let's look at here on the graph here to kind of show you what I'm talking about if you don't understand linear growth versus exponential growth, right? So this is your growth of a business. This is the years of your business since you start out. Most people do this. They grow linearly because they don't stay consistent, they don't build momentum, and they don't leverage other people's money, other people's time, or technology, and we'll get into this in detail. So we'll talk about the difference between these two individuals and using this right here, how they grow a business like this, which is exponential. We're shaving off years of business growth, and we're creating higher incomes for ourselves, and we're allowing ourselves to basically build multiple businesses at the same time. Remember, multiple streams of income, better than one, right? So let's look at these two individuals right here. This is what most of y'all are doing, right? This is what most people do when they start their business. They're what's called a solopreneur, a solo individual acting as an entrepreneur, right? And so what they do is they wear every hat in the business. They do all the accounting, they do all the marketing, they do all the acquisitions, they're driving around town. In fact, some of you guys that are rehabbing houses, you're doing your own rehabs yourself, you're doing all your own work. And here's what most people do. They think that they're going to do their own work to save a little bit of money. So they may make $30,000 when if they do all their own work, they could make $40,000. So they waste 6 months doing their own work and they can only do 1 or 2 houses a year. Whereas if you did 30 houses but made half the profit, who's really making more when you hire teams to come in and do this for you, right? So let's talk about this and go through these here real quick. First off, you don't want to be a solopreneur, you want to be an entrepreneur. So I put up here 100% to 1 or 1% to 100. Now what does that mean? Now I believe it was J. Paul Getty that had that famous saying, you can go out there and put 100% of your own effort in, or you can get 1% of 100 people's effort. Who's smarter, who grows quicker, who has a better life, who has less stress, right? So what entrepreneurs are doing is they're leveraging other people's money, other people's time, and other people's technology, right? So let's look at these right here. Other people's money. As real estate entrepreneurs, we cannot grow a rental portfolio, we cannot grow a business quickly without leveraging other people's money. We're using banks and hard money loans and credit lines and private lenders, guys, and I'll put a video out talking about the difference between good debt and bad debt because a lot of people are like, well, I don't want the debt. Well, then grow a slow business, right? Wake up at 60 and realize you never built what you wanted as far as passive income. We're gonna talk about leverage here in today's video. So what do we do when we create a rental property? We're leveraging other people's money. We're taking high interest short-term money, right? From either a credit line, a hard money loan, or a private money lender. We're fixing up the house. We're getting it nice. We're forcing appreciation up. Then we're going back to a bank and we're leveraging bank capital, or we could use a private lender's capital if they're giving us the right type of loan, like a long-term amortized loan or a 50-50 joint venture deal where they're staying in the deal with us. But most of the time we're using a short-term high interest loan right here, then financing out, and we're using a bank loan on the back end with a long-term 20, 30, sometimes a 10 or 15 year amortized loan. So if we have a house where we owe $100,000 on it, but it's worth $150,000, how much debt do we have? We have $100,000 in debt, right? What is our net worth? Are we $100,000 in debt, or is our net worth $50,000, right? Now, we're not talking about paper tiger millionaires, as you hear that saying where you're looking at performing numbers. Obviously, if you sell the house, you're gonna have some repairs and some closing costs. You're not gonna have a true net 50, but I think you guys get what I'm saying, right? We need to leverage other people's money to grow a business quickly, especially in real estate. Other people starting restaurants and other businesses, they're raising money from from venture capitalists, and guys, you get it, I think, right? Now, other people's time. How are you gonna grow a business and scale it quickly if you're doing it all on your own? Guys, this is the biggest problem most entrepreneurs have, is they don't want to hire someone to come in and run their business because they don't want to pay for it because it's too expensive in their mind. But they're not looking way deep out on the future and looking at all the costs and all the profit that they're giving up in the long run because they're wanting to do it all on their own in the beginning, but they're foregoing huge profits down the long run that they're never going to get to because they're never going to be successful on a high level because they're going to be working for 20 years before their business ever takes off. So we need to use virtual assistants or employees or acquisition guys to go out there and run the streets, or if you're running a team of real estate agents, agents on your team to go out there and represent the buyers. Guys, if you can make $20,000 on one deal, or you can make $10,000 on a deal, but you can do five times the deals leveraging other people's help, what's better, right? Stop looking at the short-term profit per deal and look at the long-term result, and you're gonna make a lot more money, I promise you. So we're using third-party companies, individuals like loan servicing company or mail servicing companies to do direct mail. We're using third-party platforms where we can come in and have people help us with our marketing, all sorts of different ways to leverage other people's time, especially contractors, right? This is the biggest mistake I see a lot of y'all making, is that you wanna do your own work because somehow you think you're gonna save $5,000 a house, but then you spend all your time late at night doing the extra work on these houses and you're hurting your business dramatically, right? The last one is other people's technology, right? So I didn't create YouTube. I'm on YouTube right now. I'm using YouTube to leverage my business, right? You can use iPhone, social media, the internet, Zoom or Skype. You can work with your teams all across the country using these technology platforms that you didn't create. So right now, guys, I have leveraged debt out across my properties. So I'm leveraging other people's money to make income right now while I'm filming this video. I have other people's time. I have a team of real estate agents that operates in 14 states, right? So right now, in 14 states, people are selling houses or out there working to sell houses, and when they sell a house, I get paid on it, right? That's leveraging other people's time. Right now, while I'm filming this video, I have contractors at work at properties around where my houses are getting rehabbed. So I'm leveraging other people's money and other people's time, and right now, while I'm filming this video, people are all around the world in multiple countries are watching my videos that I've already filmed. So I'm leveraging technology. So if you want to do it on your own, guys, continue to do it on your own and have linear growth, build momentum, stay consistent, leverage other people's money, other people's time, and other people's technology, and you're gonna grow quicker, open up multiple streams of income for yourself, and have a much more successful life in the business world. Guys, I hope you liked today's video. I'll see you on the next one. Have a good day.